In Islam, the terms halal, haram and makruh are used to categorize actions.
Halal refers to actions and behaviors that are permissible. Unlawful in Islam, haram denotes actions and behaviors that are explicitly forbidden in Islam. Makruh refers to actions that are discouraged or disliked in Islam, though not explicitly prohibited.
Education for women. While education is highly encouraged in Islam, there might be cultural or regional misconceptions that limit women's education. However, Islam emphasizes the importance of knowledge for both men and women.
Pork and its byproducts. Consuming pork and its byproduct is haram in Islam. Consumption is prohibited for health reasons, as pork can carry diseases and also as a matter of religious obedience.
Eating excessively. Eating excessively is makruh in Islam. Islam emphasizes the importance of avoiding extravagance and wastefulness in all aspects of life, including the consumption of food.
Borrowing money. Borrowing money in Islam is generally permissible, but engaging in interest-based transactions, usury, is strictly prohibited. Islamic finance principles focus on interest-free lending arrangements.
Intoxicants. Consuming intoxicants such as alcohol or drugs is haram in Islam, prohibited to maintain clear judgment and prevent harm.
Smoking is makruh or discouraged in Islam. Discouraged due to potential harm to the body.
Using banks for transactions is halal in Islam. Using conventional banks for basic transactions, such as depositing money or withdrawing funds, is generally considered permissible in Islam. However, one should avoid interest-based transactions.
Engaging in usury or interest-based transactions is haram in Islam, prohibited for economic justice and to prevent exploitation.
Arguing without a valid reason is makruh or discouraged in Islam. Discouraged to promote peaceful interactions.
Helping non-Muslim neighbors is halal in Islam. Islam encourages good treatment of neighbors regardless of their religious beliefs. Helping non-Muslim neighbors is not only permissible but also a commendable act in Islam.
Engaging in dishonest business practices is haram in Islam, prohibited to protect property rights and maintain societal order.
Sleeping excessively is makruh or discouraged in Islam. Discouraged to encourage productivity and mindfulness.
Working in non-Muslim companies is halal in Islam. It is generally permissible to work in non-Muslim companies as long as the nature of the work is halal and does not involve engaging in haram activities.
Engaging in backbiting and gossip is haram in Islam, prohibited for ethical reasons and to promote positive social interactions.
Wasting resources and extravagance is makruh or discouraged in Islam, discouraged to promote responsible resource use.
Using social media is halal in Islam. Social media usage is generally permissible unless it involves spreading false information, engaging in inappropriate behavior, or violating Islamic ethics.
Adultery, zina, and premarital relationships is haram in Islam, prohibited to preserve family sanctity and moral order.
Swearing or using offensive language is makruh or discouraged in Islam, discouraged for ethical communication.
Donating to non-Muslim charities is halal in Islam. Islam encourages charity sadaqah and helping those in need, regardless of their religious background. However, one should ensure that the charity is not used for activities contrary to Islamic principles.
Gambling and games of chance is haram in Islam, prohibited to prevent harm and maintain integrity.
Eating garlic or onion before attending the mosque is makruh or discouraged in Islam, discouraged for consideration of others.
Attending non-Muslim events is halal in Islam. Participating in events organized by non-Muslims, such as cultural or community gatherings, is generally permissible unless the activities involved contradict Islamic values.
Theft and robbery is haram in Islam, prohibited to protect property rights and maintain societal order.
Eating while lying down is makruh or discouraged in Islam. Discouraged for mindful and respectful eating habits.
Participating in interfaith dialogues is halal in Islam. Engaging in interfaith dialogue to promote understanding and peaceful coexistence is generally permissible as long as it does not compromise Islamic principles.
Participating in idolatry is strictly haram in Islam, prohibited to uphold monotheism and the oneness of God.
Engaging in aimless or excessive laughter is makruh, or discouraged in Islam, discouraged to maintain seriousness and decorum.
Engaging in sports and physical activities is halal in Islam. Participating in sports and physical activities that do not involve haram elements is considered permissible in Islam.
Engaging in bribery or corruption is haram in Islam, prohibited to uphold justice and integrity.
Making unnecessary oaths or vows is makruh or discouraged in Islam. Discouraged to avoid unnecessary commitments.
Thank you for joining us on this insightful journey into the world of halal, haram, and makruh in Islam. If you found this information beneficial, don't forget to show your support. Hit the like button if you're eager for part 2 of this series. Your feedback matters, so drop a comment below and let us know which specific topics you'd like us to explore next. Subscribe to Al-Islam Jtv for a regular dose of Islamic knowledge, and together, let's continue our pursuit of understanding and enlightenment. Until next time, Assalamu Alaikum.
In the realm of choices where paths do intertwine, Halal the beacon where purity does shine. Haram a warning, in shadows we decline. Makruh with caution on wisdom's line.